Welcome friends to the I Want to Be God Rich zone. I Want to Be God Rich is a platform where I am going to share with you the true stories of those people who acted with God richness, and I witnessed the God richness among those people, people belonging to any religion, people of all religions. I'm going to share the true stories of God richness with you. Today's true story of God richness is about what I call the unknown helpers. This true incident happened with me almost 2 years back, and it keeps on coming to me, to my heart, to my soul on a consistent basis, because this truly was a God-rich act which those unknown helpers did to me. So let me quote you what the true incident of God richness those unknown helpers did to me. I used to work in a city which is a bit far off from my house, and I used to daily commute by my car. That day, unfortunately, my car broke down, so I had to take my bike to reach my office. Now, I have a Royal Enfield Bullet, which is a huge bike, and since I had no other option, I had to go to my office on my bike. That day it was raining. It was raining, but it was not raining very heavily. It was raining slowly. It was early morning, around 8:30 a.m., and I had reached halfway mark towards my workplace, and there is when my bike skidded, and I just crashed onto the side pavement. Now when I crashed onto the side pavement, what happened was that my Royal Enfield Bullet's bike, the chain, it came out, and as the chain came out, the back tire of my bike went up. Unfortunately, by God's grace, I was not hurt too much, but my bike was there, lying over there, which had to get repaired. And at that moment, since it was raining, it was also raining, I thought of taking help from people. So what I did was, I just laid my bike. My bike was, stranded over there, and it was a sort of a mid-highway where I was standing, and I tried to ask for help through many passing vehicles, cars, scooters, big vehicles. I tried to call for help, but unfortunately, since it was morning, nobody was, people looked at me. I was fully, I had mud on my shirt, I had mud on my trousers. I also had a little bit of blood here and there, but people were not ready to stop and give any thought that this guy might be in trouble. So I thought that the best thing I can do is I'll just leave my bike over there. I'll walk onto some area where I can get hold of a cab. Then just after 5 minutes, the God richness act happened to me. There were two laborers who were passing by on the road, and they looked at me and they said in my native language, "Oh, it seems like you have had an accident. Do you need any help?" I told that, "What kind of help can you give me? My bike is stranded, and I'm over here." So what they did was, since these were laborers, they had their some sort of tools with them, and they told that, let's, if you want, we can try to help you to fix the bike. Now the chain of the bike had come out and the back tire had come towards the middle of the bike. So it's a Royal Enfield Bullet is a very huge bike. So what these two noble souls did was, they picked up the bike and they asked me to lift the bike from the back. I lifted the bike, and in around 5 minutes time, or 5 to 10 minutes time, they were able to fix the tire down. They were able to bring the tire down. So one problem was solved. The next problem was how to fix the chain into that chain pulley. Well, these laborers, they took almost 10-15 minutes more, and they were able to do that also. And I was very much surprised, I was very much touched that these two laborers who do not know me, who are just passing by, they were able to fix the bike for me, and then they just looked at me, laughed and says, "Sir, you can go now." They told me in my native language, "Sir, you can go now." And if I say, in terms of economic level, they were much below me. These were laborers, they were very lean laborers. They were wearing those laborer clothes. So since they were too much below me in the economic level, the only thing which comes to my mind, and I have also seen would come to any other person who was in my place, was to take out some money and give it to them. And that's what I did. I said, "I am very thankful to you," and I took out the money and I tried to give it to them. And they said, "No sir, it is fine, we don't need your money, it's fine." But I insisted and I put the money into their pocket, and then they went off. They refused to take the money first time. I insisted and I told them, "Thank you very much." My bike was able to start, and I was able to go to my office. So my dear friends, I would just like to share with you what kind of true God richness these two noble souls, these unknown helpers, whose name I don't know, I don't even know what religion they belong to. They helped me when I really needed help, and these people, they belong to a very low economic, they were economically very, very at a lower level. So if we see our richness model, and if we try to apply our richness model to these two noble souls, these unknown helpers who helped me at the time of need, who showered their God richness, their attributes of helping, their attributes of compassion, their attributes of caring towards me, without knowing me whom I am. They come here. I want to be God rich. They come at a very high level of God richness. But in terms of other riches, they don't come anywhere here. So they come at a very good level of God richness. So what I would do, this incident, like, I know it is very, very, we are living in very chaotic times where asking for help from others, it is very rare. It is very rare. But if there is so much of bad in this world, there is good also. Because if there is not good, if good does not exist, you cannot survive. This world will not survive. That's what I have learned. That's what I believe in. If there is so much of bad, there is bad, there is good as well. So these two noble unknown helpers helped me at the time of need. They showered their God richness, and this is the true story, a true God footage incident which I have shared with you.